Animorphs, the invasion. Chapter 18. Screams, I said. Human screams. They sounded far off, but that's what they were. My friends looked at me, all but Marco, who looked away. It was the same afternoon, right after school. We'd gone to the mall. We'd figured it was the best way not to look suspicious. No one thinks there's anything weird about kids hanging together at the mall. We were at a table in the food court, sharing some nachos. Ever since eating the spider, I had a desire to consume lots of junk food to help me forget. You were a lizard at the time, Marco pointed out. Who knows what you heard? I know, I said. I can't stand the thought of what's happening to people down there, Cassie said. She shuddered. It's sickening. We have to do something, Rachel said. Yeah, let's rush right down there, Marco said. Then it can be us screaming. I realized I had lost my appetite from nachos. Marco, you can't just ignore what's going on, Rachel said. Sure I can, he said. All I have to do is remind myself that, hey, guess what? I don't want to die. That's it then? Rachel demanded, outraged. Just whatever is best for Marco. I don't think Marco was being selfish, Cassie said. Just the opposite. He's thinking about his father, about what would happen to his dad if Marco... He's not the only one who's got family to worry about, Rachel said. I have a family. We all do. Not me, Tobias said softly. He smiled his sad, crooked smile. It's true. No one gives a rat's ear about me. I do, Rachel said. I was surprised to hear her say that. Rachel isn't exactly sentimental. Look, I said, I'm not asking anyone else to go with me, but I don't have a choice. I heard that scream today, and I know Tom is going down there tonight. He's my brother. I have to try and save him. I held out my hands, helpless. I have to do it, for Tom. I'll go with you, Tobias said, for the Andalite. There's no one else who can do anything to stop the Yeerks, Rachel said. I'm scared to death, just thinking about it, but I'm there. Marco looked sick. He gave me a dirty look. He shook his head. This is bad, he said. This is so bad. If it wasn't for Tom, I'd walk away. Look, Marco, you don't have to, I started to say. Oh, shut up, he snapped. You're my best friend, you jerk. Like I'm going to let you go face all this alone? I'm in. I'm in to rescue Tom. That's it. Then I'm done. Only Cassie had remained silent. She was looking dreamily off over the heads of the mall crowd. You know, back in the old days, the real days, the Africans, the early Europeans, the Native Americans, they all believed animals had spirits, and they would call those spirits to protect them from evil. They would ask the spirit of the fox for his cunning. They'd ask the spirit of the eagle for his sight. They would ask the lion for his strength. I guess what we're doing is sort of basic. Even though it was Andalite technology that made it possible, we're still just scared little humans, trying to borrow the mind of the fox and the eyes of the eagle, or the hawk, she added, smiling at Tobias, and the strength of the lion, just like thousands of years ago. We're calling on animals to help protect us from evil. Will their strength be enough, I wondered? I don't know, Cassie admitted solemnly. It's like all the basic forces of planet Earth are being brought into the battle. Marco rolled his eyes. Nice story, Cassie, but we're 5 normal kids up against the Yeerks. If it was a football game, who would you bet on? We're toast. Don't be so sure, Cassie said. We're fighting for Mother Earth. She has some tricks up her sleeves. Good grief, Marco said. Let's all buy Birkenstocks and go hug some trees. We all laughed, including Cassie. Cassie is right about one thing, Rachel said seriously. The only thing we have going for us is an animal morphing thing. And so far, the only morphs we've acquired are a cat, a bird, a dog, a horse, and a lizard. I think we need a little more firepower. We should head for the gardens. We need to acquire more DNA from some animals that are not going to be easy to acquire. I nodded. Yeah, I don't think the hawk, horse, and lizard team is going to impress the Yerks. Rachel's right. I think we have to head to the gardens. We need to get some help from Mother Earth's toughest children. I looked to Cassie. Can you get us in? I can get in free, she said. You guys will have to pay, but I can use my mom's employment discount, so it'll be cheaper. Well, I'm sure we could talk them into letting us in for nothing, Marco said. Just tell them we're Animorphs, so. Tell them we're what? Rachel asked. Idiot teenagers with a death wish, Marco said. Animorphs. I tried the word out. It sounded okay.